Yes, okay. So, first, would you like to know the answer of the question, or I start the discourse? Discourse about peace, the knowledge of self, and the supreme. Okay. Okay. First of all, we have to understand this whole game of this world. Okay. And to understand that whole drama, whole game, whole play of the world, we need a master, a true master who knows this game. We are in ignorance. We do not know what is happening here. In your words, we can say we are sleeping. So master will tell you that you are made of, human being is made of four things. First, this physical body, the mind, and the Atma means the energy or the white light, or in Sant they say it Atma or soul. And the real thing, the truth inside you is spirit, attention, consciousness, whatever you can call, whatever better you understand, you can call that. So now what is the problem? The problem is that our attention or surat is always busy with physical body and the mind. What is there in the mind? There are so many kinds of thoughts. From morning to evening, we keep on raising thoughts, and our attention is trapped there. So we have to understand what is mind and how we are trapped there and how we come out of the mind. So for that we need knowledge. Okay, and knowledge you will get from where? From a perfect master or a true master who himself live in peace, who himself is full of knowledge. He will tell you. So how we get knowledge? When we go to see a master with respect, with love, with full faith, then we receive his radiation. We listen his words with full attention, with respect. Then we get this knowledge by spoken words. You just asked a question, how we get knowledge. The fourth question is, what is all the knowledge? So I answer this question here. Knowledge means first you listen the discourse of the master. He will give you understanding. He will clean your intellect. He will give you wisdom. Wisdom means what is right, what is wrong. And he will clean your intellect, that he will raise the level of your intellect to understand the things well. Now you will not be attracted towards bad thing. When he clean your intellect by discourse, when you clean your intellect by his company, then your intellect will not allow you to be attracted towards bad things. So master will give you the knowledge by spoken words. How he... Yes, please listen first, then you can ask any kind of question. First give me chance to explain. My problem is English, otherwise it would be better. I can explain it much better, but I'm sorry, I can't do nothing here. So master first will give you knowledge by spoken words, by his discourse. Then you have to understand the discourse. How you will understand the discourse? When you find time, you contemplate that. What he said, what is right, what is wrong, what I am doing, what I have to do. So this will clear your mind. You have so many desires in your mind. What is the problem of mind? There are three kind of things in the mind. Mind is full of ignorance, one thing. And second thing, our mind is unstable. And then third thing is foolishness there is in our mind. So we have to remove this. So ignorance, how we can remove this? By the knowledge given by the master. So he will remove your ignorance. He will give you knowledge by his discourse, by spoken words, by intellectual knowledge. You can call that intellectual knowledge. So he will give you understanding, wisdom. He will clean your intellect. He will tell you about how to do meditation, how to clean your mind, what is your problem, how to solve that, and what is your self, who you are, and how to achieve peace, and what is the supreme self. All this knowledge he will give you first in his discourse by spoken words. This is one knowledge. And the second knowledge is by practicals. For example, a student goes to school, then teacher teaches him that there are three forms of water, means ice, a solid form, water, liquid form, and the vapors, the gaseous form. This is the theoretical knowledge. First he will teach this to the student, that there are three forms of water: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Then he will try to explain it more practically. So he will reduce the temperature of the water to convert water into ice. Then student will know it better, that yes, there is a solid form. Then he will increase the temperature, then the ice will convert in water again, means that is the liquid form. Then he will again increase the temperature of the water, then it will convert to the vapors. So the student now understand it well, that third form, which is in the form of vapors, gaseous form. So master will give you discourse. He will tell you in spoken words that what is all the game of this world. Then you understand this. Then if you understand that discourse fully by contemplating, and then you do practical. After understanding, you do practical. What practical? First you bring your body in balance, then you bring your mind in balance, then you leave the region of the Atma or soul, and then you reach in the truth, the peace, in the fourth pad, the Sar Sabd. So by spoken words you get knowledge, and then you realize inside the stages of meditation, means you experience what was spoken in the words. Then that will also give you knowledge. Oh, master said this and this is there. That will confirm the spoken words. Then you will have practical knowledge. So spoken words in the discourse, and the practically when you do and experience that stages inside you, then both are the knowledge. And finally one day you know who I am. What is the power which is speaking in me? What is the real player in human body? What is the real player and what is the master? Who is the supreme power? Then you have complete knowledge. That is called Jnani. Here in Hindi, that person is called Jnani. Jnani means who have full knowledge of this world. What is self and what is supreme self and what is this world game. So you have to go in the shelter of a Jnani to a true master, to a perfect master. He will give you discourse. That Michael, you are made of four things: physical body, mind, energy, Atma, and the spirit, Surut, attention. So now what to do? Now you understand this. I repeat this so many times. Now what to do? You try to understand this. Our attention or Surut is trapped in the mind, thought of the mind. And we keep on thinking so many kind of thought, and then we make deeds, and then we act, and then we get these worldly things. What it proves? We are trapped in this world. So you have to divert your attention from this world to the supreme self, supreme power. Means you have to reduce your desires. Then you will concentrate towards what you are, what is the power inside you, and what is supreme self. Then you will get peace. The moment your attention is diverted toward worldly things, worldly desires, your mind will start working and your attention will focus there, concentrate in the mind, and then you will make plans to get these worldly things. First you will fulfill your basic needs like clothes, food, and home. After completing this, again you will keep on making new desires. So your attention is always there in getting the worldly things. Then you get more than what is required. Then you misuse that. I am not talking particularly about you, I am talking in general. What happens? We fulfill our basic desires, then we achieve more. Then we start misusing these worldly things, and that brings us pain, sorrow, unhappiness, unrest, uneasiness. Okay, understood? So now what to do? Our attention is engaged always in the thoughts of the mind. So there are three things in the mind I explained you earlier. Ignorance. So ignorance will be removed by the knowledge given by the master, by the spoken words. and second, our mind is unstable. So he will tell you how to make your unstable mind stable. For unstable mind, there are two reasons. First is thoughts of lust, sexuality. This is the most important thing. Everything is made of this physical thing, and this astral plane, our mind, is also made of energy. Energy means light creates everything. Physical body also, all this matter is created by light, and what we eat, that is in the subtle form or astral form, that is our mind. So the moment we start losing our semen because of excess of sexual thoughts, we lose our energy, and our body and mind becomes weak, and because of that weakness, our energy is lost, and our mind starts raising more and more thoughts, and raising more and more thoughts means uneasy. What Patanjali says, when your mind is concentrated, your attention is concentrated, then you will feel happiness, you will feel peace. So because of excess of sexuality or lust, we feel unhappy, uneasy. So first of all, a person who wants to be spiritual, he has to control thoughts of sexuality, excess of thoughts of sexuality. It will take time. It may take time 2 to 5 years. It depends on the person. If his willpower is high, he can control it soon. If the willpower is lost, he is very weak at mind, it will take long time. So it depends totally on the seeker, how much time he takes to control the thoughts of sexuality. Thoughts will be there because that are in our blood from our parents and from the sanskar taken from the surroundings in the school, in the college, or in the working place. So many times we take these sanskars, these thoughts. So these thoughts will be there. You have to control these because of the power given you in the discourse by the master. One power is given you by the understanding, wisdom, and second power you get the radiation, by the radiation of purity of the master. When you see the master and master is pure, then you get radiation. Are you listening me? So master will give you powers by his discourse and by his radiation, by his company. By using this knowledge and the radiation of purity, you have to control the thoughts of the sexuality. It will not be removed completely because they are in your DNA, in your blood, or in your mind fixed, because we had lot of interest in sexuality. So up to a certain extent you can control this, but you cannot remove these completely. So what to do? How to escape of these thoughts of mind? The simple thing is that you consider all the kinds of thoughts, good and bad, that these are Maya, these are nothing, these are illusion, these are not true. Because I have taken these, please listen, because I have seen something, I have listened, I have read something about sexuality, so that is why these impressions on my mind taken in previous time, in past, they are coming. When your attention comes at the level of mind, they will keep on coming. So you consider all these thoughts Maya. So it is not going to happen all of a sudden. It will not happen suddenly. It will take time. You have to practice this. You always ask me what to do daily, what to do daily. You practice this for a long time, that every kind of thought, good or bad, is Maya. If you get this power, if you success in this practice, then there is no need to do more meditation. You will easily escape of mind, thoughts of mind. I do this now. This is my practice. When I caught up in the thoughts of the mind, I immediately ignore them by the knowledge given by the master that these are nothing but suggestion, impression, these are Maya, and immediately I go up the mind. So if you do this practice and you succeed in this, after a certain time, over a period of time, you will leave this mind. You will go beyond mind. So this is the short and the best way. But we cannot do this easily. This is not easy. Why? Because we are having lot of desires of world. We have lot of attachment to the world. So those attachments will bring you down. at the level of mind. Because of that attachment of sexuality, of wealth, of respect, of so many kinds of worldly things, you will come again at the level of the mind. This is one reason. Second reason is your prarabdha, your destiny. You will be forced to do things what you don't want because of your destiny, because of your prarabdha karam. Then always remember the master's knowledge. By knowledge you will not be uneasy, you will not feel unhappy while facing bad deeds because of destiny. You will be in peace that, oh, I did it, this was pre-written, this is because of my past karma, I have done this. So you will feel happiness easy. So because of prarabdha karma, you have to be in such kind of conditions. So the only idea, the only concept, the only technique to go beyond mind is this, that you ignore mind, every kind of thought, good and bad, that these are maya. There is nothing true, and the moment you succeed in this practice, you will go beyond mind. But I already said you, this is not easy because we have lot of worldly desires. So what to do now? Now listen discourse, listen discourse, listen discourse, listen discourse. In discourse, if the master is complete, if he have no self-interest, if he is pure, then you will get that purity. Then you will get knowledge, because he don't have any, the master don't have any personal interest. He will tell you the truth. And because of that knowledge and truth, you will remove all the ignorance of mind. You will able to understand the drama of the world. Then you will balance your mind, that how much worldly things I need. Then you will find a balance. You will make a level, a certain level, that I will get this, nothing more than that. So by knowledge you will balance your thoughts of the mind. Your mind will concentrate. Your unstable mind will become stable. So knowledge will help you a lot. And the moment your mind stops raising many thoughts, your mind gets stable. You will start feeling happiness, more concentration. Then your willpower will increase. Then you will understand the discourse more. And then you will easily able to leave the bad thoughts of the mind, bad desires, because you know now what is going to happen with you if you do this thing. Now you know, they says, बलिहारी जाऊं मैं सतगुरु के, मेरा दरस परस भरम भाग्या. It means because of the master, the discourse of the master, now I know what is knowledge and what is ignorance. So by discourse you will get knowledge, and if you understand that discourse and you get knowledge, you will not do bad things. You will leave unnecessary thoughts. This will increase the power of your mind. Your mind is having lot of powers. So then you will start using them for good cause. Means how much wealth I need to take care of my health, how to handle this family, how to handle members of the family and the society. Everything you will understand. Then you will decide that I need this world or I need peace. So control the thoughts of your mind, control the thoughts of sexuality, that will give you peace. For that you have to divert your attention from worldly things. What worldly things? The wealth, the land, means home, and the family, means wife, children and other members. So you have to divert your attention from world to the peace. Peace means who you are. If you understand that who I am, then you will immediately leave the thoughts of the mind. Then you will immediately get this knowledge that I am not mind. These are suggestions and impression. I am not physical body. Your attention will immediately come out of the body. It takes fractions of seconds to come out of the physical body, to come out of the mind, if you get knowledge, if you understand this knowledge. And then you will start staying in the self, means who you are. You will understand this, and then you will be able to control your mind, and you will be able to meditate, because your mind is now not attached to the world. Now you have knowledge of the world, that I have to leave everything one day. Okay, so now what to do? Now you start meditation. If you are able to control your mind, if you are able to control the thoughts of the mind, if you are able to ignore the thoughts of the mind, and you need peace, you need to know who I am, who is the supreme power, then you start meditation. If before getting this, achieving this condition, you start meditation, you can achieve meditation because of the radiation of the master, or because of temporary concentration of your mind, but you will not stay there. That will be temporary, that will be unstable. You will again come down. So first you have to clear, you have to pure your mind. Means you have to clean your mind, and to clean your mind you need the discourse, you need the purity, radiation of purity of the master. Whenever you find time, you go to meet him, and if you have any kind of problem, you share with him, he will tell you the solution. Means if you are unhappy, uneasy, tell him, he will give you the solution. You will get answers and follow his instructions. So go to the master with full respect, faith, love, he will give you everything. So when you listen the discourse with full faith, love, attention, then you will know, oh, what I have to do and what I am doing, what is ignorance and what is knowledge. If you understand this, then automatically you will leave the thoughts of the mind. Your mind will become easy, your mind will become stable, and you will achieve peace of mind. Then you decide, now I need the real thing, now I want to know the truth. Then you start your journey to ask truth. Otherwise no hope. Otherwise you will become like other so-called sons, the fake sons. So first you clean your mind. So how to clean your mind? By the discourse, the knowledge from a true master, perfect master, who is having no interest in this world, who just want to give you knowledge. He wants your happiness. He will tell you the whole game. He will tell you the whole knowledge. Okay? Then you start. If your mind is stable, if you are not unhappy, if you are happy and you are able to control your mind, then you will be able to stay in the meditation. The moment your attention is trapped in the thoughts of the mind, what will happen? You will have thoughts of worldly desires, and because of ignorance you will start making actions or thinking or making plans to achieve those worldly things. You will get these things that will make you happy if you think good, and if you have bad things, bad thoughts, you will become unhappy. So you always trap in this happiness and happiness. So if you want to go beyond this happiness and unhappiness, and you want to get the true happiness, means the peace, then you have to understand what is mind and how to get out of this. So you listen the discourse for a long time, that what is mind. So for that, to understand the mind, you have to enter in the mind. Means watch your mind, what is happening there. We are manmukhi. Manmukhi means whatever comes in our mind, we follow that and we do that. So that is why we always become happy and unhappy. So from manmukh, you have to become gurumukh. Gurumukh means what master says, this is Michael, this is right for you, this is knowledge, this is ignorance. Then you follow the instructions, follow the discourse of the master, then you will become gurumukh. Gurumukh means you do what your master says to you, what knowledge he has given you, you follow that, then you called gurumukh. Gurumukh is a Hindi word, manmukh is a Hindi word. So we most of the time we are manmukh, means whatever comes in our mind, we follow our mind. So that will give happiness and sorrows, pain. So to come out of that, you take knowledge from the master and follow his instructions and implement that knowledge. Then you will start having concentration of mind. Your mind will become stable and you will be able to leave worldly desires, then ignorance, then you will find peace of mind. The moment you start getting peace of mind and you have deep, strong desire of peace, the real peace, the truth, then you will start, your journey will start to our spirituality. Otherwise no hope. Okay, for spiritual journey, to know the truth, you have to leave this physical body, means senses of physical body. You have to bring your attention out of the body, means forget about the body. This is called samadhi of body, physical body, means your attention is no more in the physical senses. Then you have to bring your attention out of the mind. How? By knowledge and by ignoring this. that this is Maya. And then how you will be able to ignore that? If you don't have any attachment to the world by knowledge. Then these worldly pleasures will not drag your attention to the worldly things. At this moment, when you achieve this, then you will be attracted towards the truth. You will get peace of mind and you will stay beyond mind. In Sun, what is there? So to be spiritual, you have to leave this physical world. This astral world means thought of the mind, Sabal world, Suksham Sharir. Sthul Sharir means physical body, Suksham Sharir means thought of the mind. If you have love for these worldly things, if you have attachment for the worldly things, forget about the spirituality. You cannot go there. I am not saying that you leave each and every worldly desire. You need worldly things, but you have to understand how much I need. Don't have any attachment by heart. You just get these worldly things because you need these, but don't have love for these things. Means you have no interest, but you need, so you are getting these. So after getting these things, you find time. If you keep on concentrating on the worldly things, and your mind will always raise thought of the worldly thing, then your attention will be there to achieve these worldly things. So by discourse you will get this knowledge that how much worldly things I need. Then you limit your worldly desires and you start having desires of the truth. Then you will find a balance and you will find time to understand what is truth. Then you start coming out of the mind. What is physical sense? If you are enjoying sexual pleasure, means you are in the body. If you are watching TV, you are in the body. If you are enjoying anything else, you are in the body, means senses of the body. So if you have no attachment, why your attention will be there? Means you will leave attention from there. You will bring out your attention from the physical body. How? You think of the Master. If you love, you have faith, you consider him the physical form of the Supreme Being. He is not Supreme Being, but you understand, you think, you consider him. This respect, this faith for Master will automatically attract your attention towards him. And if you consider him a person who is full of knowledge, who is always connected to the God, who is always in the Nami or Alakh or upper higher regions, this your faith in the Master will bring your attention out of the body, and you will stay, your attention will stay in the mind. Then remembering your Master with this respect, with this knowledge, you will get his purity, his radiations, his knowledge. You asked me, when I remember Maharajji radiation while being in meditation, do I connect with him? No, you do not connect to him any physical or no. There is a term gradient. What is gradient? It means when you have a hot body, like you have a metal which is hot, high temperature, and you bring another thing which is at low temperature, and you keep this low temperature body close to a high temperature body, the heat of the high temperature body will pass in the low temperature body. It means you have to do nothing. Just by gradient, the heat of the hot body will come in the cold body. So the moment you understand Master full of knowledge, the form of the God or so many things, he is always connected to the God, he is always in meditation, and I don't have these things. So because of this difference, because of your faith, because of your this consideration, the thoughts of the mind, because of your faith, his thoughts, his purity, his knowledge will start coming to your mind, and you will get the same things what he have. His purity will come, his purity will transfer to you. This is science. When you remember him with respect, faith, knowledge, his purity, his knowledge will come to you. Your mind will become clean, your mind will become pure, your mind will become full of knowledge. So the saints in India say, Guru ka dhyan dhar pyare bina iske nahi chutna. It means, oh dear, you meditate on the form of the Master, considering him the physical form of supreme power. You meditate on the form of the Master, and without this, if you don't consider him the form of the Master, and if you do not meditate on Master, Master means knowledge, you will not be able to go beyond mind. So you have to meditate on the form of the Master. in beginning, not always. In the beginning, you meditate on the form of the master, considering him all and everything, and then your mind will start having willpower. It will become stable, it will become happy, it will become knowledgeful, it will leave all foolishness, and your intellect will be clean. Okay. Yes, this is what I am telling to you. You get radiations, you get happiness. Why? Because your mind concentrates. You, because of your faith, you consider Captain the Supreme Saint, the only person who is fully with the God. So because of that faith, when you remember him, when you meditate on him, your mind concentrates. And Patanjali said, concentration of mind is happiness. When your mind reduces the thoughts or stops thinking, you will feel happiness, you will find peace. So because of that faith, you get this. Okay, understood? Yeah. This is the concentration of mind. When our mind raises lot of thoughts, our attention is trapped there. So we feel unhappiness. That becomes uneasy because of weakness. And the moment you concentrate on the master, on the captain's form, it reduces thoughts and your attention feels happiness. What is the real nature of your attention, of the Surut? Surut always in peace. But because that is trapped in the mind, so that feels happiness and unhappiness. And the moment you meditate on the form of the master, it comes in the true nature. There is happiness. Okay? Yes. So now I think you have some idea what to do daily. Means clean your mind, reduce your thoughts of the world if you want peace. So this will happen by the knowledge, by concentrating your mind, by removing ignorance of the mind, by bringing stability in the mind, you will get this peace. You will understand it. Yes, you still have mind. Yes, exactly. You still are in mind. So if you want to go in the truth, you have to leave this physical body, you have to leave mind. Then it comes, our attention comes in the neutral zone. What is neutral zone? Sun and Mahasun. There is mind, but that will not raise thoughts. That there will be no resolutions. Means there you will find intoxication like stage. But that is also not the destination. If you keep on thinking and if you keep on planning, it means you are in mind. If you make any shape, any form, or if you are able to imagine anything, it means you are in mind. So beyond mind is peace. Beyond mind, what is there? Light and sound. So if you are in the region of mind, there is no spirituality. There is concentration and instability. So if there is instability, and there will be uneasiness. If there is concentration, there will be happiness. Okay. So if you want to get peace, the truth, then you have to leave physical body and the mind. So you have to meditate beyond Sasdal Kamal and Tirkuti. If you meditate in Sasdal Kamal, it means you are in mind. If you meditate in Tirkuti, it means you are in mind. So beyond Tirkuti, you have to meditate, then you will go in the truth. How? It will take time. You have to ignore your mind, thoughts of the mind, thoughts of the sexuality, thoughts of lot of worldly things. Then your mind will become stable and you will attain higher regions of meditation. Your attention will jump. You will go in the higher regions of meditation, so peace, light and sound. Okay? Lower sounds also give you concentration of mind. Lot of happiness is there, a lot of powers are there. But if you want salvation, try to understand this. There are a lot of terminology we do not understand. We caught up in these terms. Some say something, some say other thing. You simply understand this in a clear way, that if you want salvation, then lower sound will not give you salvation. For salvation, you need Sar Sab. That is the thing which will take you in the salvation. Sar Sabd is a dhun, not words. When you leave 3 stages of physical world and this mind and the Atmic world, this light region. Then you go in the fourth stage, means your attention is concentrated in the fourth stage. Their attention will experience Sar Sabd. Sar Sabd is a tone. You cannot explain that. You cannot write that. Then that Sar Sabd is having a pulling force, means that will attract you. Means the moment you go in a theater, you forget about home. Your attention is there in the movie. You forget about home. So that Sar Sabd is having a pulling force. But because of Prarabdha karma and because of weakness of the mind, we cannot stay always in the Sar Sabd. We come down at the level of the mind. Then take the shelter of the master, the knowledge given by the master. Means do Guru Bhakti, meditation on the form of the master. And the moment you achieve, yeah. I experience light for long time. There is no pull, there is pleasure. You will feel very happy, very nice, and you will not be uneasy. There is no pull. Yeah, there is concentration. Yes, Sar Sabd will pull your attention towards God. Yeah, there is no mind. Then you go back. Yes, this is most important thing. Let me tell you, if you achieve this state of mind that you are able to leave the region of the mind and you go in the Sar Sabd or light, then you experience light and Sar Sabd. But the moment you come down, you leave Sar Sabd and light. The moment you come in the mind will start raising thoughts. And because of the impressions you had previously, there will be good and bad. But as you are taking discourse of the master tell you what is knowledge, what is ignorance. So because of that knowledge, you will be able to leave all the kind of bad things. If you do not listen discourse, listen only sound, you will not get salvation. Then you will be attracted by the world. So you have to listen the discourse, because you will come in the level of the mind, then knowledge is required. And the moment you go in Sar Sabd, then there is no mind. Okay? So to come out the trap of the mind, discourse is necessary. Yes. Because your mind is not clean, still you need lot of worldly things. Still your mind is having attachment to the worldly things. So by knowledge you reduce your desires, and after a certain period of time you get what you want. Then you leave Karma Yoga. Then you go in Bhakti Yoga and the Jnana Yoga. You cannot afford, if you want salvation, you cannot afford Karma Yoga for the whole life. Then you have to be in Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga. So people are confused, they don't have complete knowledge. Karma Yoga to achieve worldly things. But if you are always busy, whole life you are busy in the Karma Yoga, then you will not find time to do Guru Bhakti, Bhakti Yoga and the Jnana Yoga. Understand? Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, possible. Yes. No, when we lose, okay, you asked the most important question now. Let me answer it. When we lose Sar Sabd, because of sexual thoughts. Suppose a person achieves concentration of mind and he is able to achieve Surat Sabad Yoga. His attention concentrate in Sar Sabad. But he did not get discourse. He did not understand what is knowledge, and he starts enjoying sexual pleasure. Then he will lose Sar Sabad. He will come at the level of the mind. Okay? So control of sexuality is necessary. If a person loses his sexual energy, then he will not stay in Sar Sabd. He will lose that concentration. One thing. Yes. 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 Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, let me complete it. Captain got this SAR Shabd in 1956, and he was maintaining his celibacy, and within the short time of 7 years he reached anami, because he did not lost his celibacy. His concentration, his mind was powerful, his willpower was high, and he was having intention to know the truth, what is God. So because of that desire, he concentrated, he was able to concentrate there in Sar Shabd. So he achieved this anami in 7 years. But what master said, he went to fakir and explained his condition, that I am experiencing this. Then Baba Fakir said, you completed your spiritual journey, now you do your worldly duties, you complete your prarabdha karma, but you don't do this more than 10 minutes, otherwise it will lose your concentration from the world. Yes, 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 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. Maharajji said to me, when I was on duty in the army, sometime because of my concentration, because my mind was good and I was maintaining celibacy, my attention used to go in the Sar Shabd. But because of the discourse, the instructions of the master, I avoid that attention in the Sar Shabd and I try to focus in my work. Yes. Yes. Yes, I give you an example. If you want to drive and you want to listen music also, then what happens? You keep your attention in the driving most of the time, but side by side you are listening music also, you are enjoying music also. So you cannot afford listening music fully, full attention you cannot keep there. Got my point? Okay, okay, yes. Okay, 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 yes. Again, you are asking very good questions. Yes. What is anami? Anami is nothingness. There is nothing. Let me tell you again. When your attention in the physical body, you will be able to hear, you will be able to see, you will be able to taste food, you will be able to feel heat and cold. Okay? These are all physical body experiences. The moment your attention comes in the mind, region of the mind, you will have thoughts, good and bad. Okay? And the moment you leave this region of the mind, means Sasdal Kamal and Tirkuti, you will go in Sun, that is neutral zone. Their mind stops raising thoughts. You will feel like intoxicated, you are drunken. And beyond this, what is, when you go in the third stage, you will feel light. But it is not necessary you feel all these stages. It depends on the nature. And what is next? When you concentrate in the fourth stage, you will listen Sar Shabd. That is the sound of, you can say, spirit. When spirit travel in the fourth stage, that is the sound of spirit or sound of God, you can say. And the moment you leave, the moment your concentration, your attention go more higher, it merges in the sound. There is nothing, there is no yourself, nothingness. There remains the supreme being, and you lose your identity, you lose your consciousness, so you cannot observe anything there. The moment a drop mixes in the sea, the drop loses its identity. The same way your attention merges in the sound, you lose your identity, means you cannot have consciousness there. No individual consciousness is there. So no supreme saint is able to explain God. They are lost, they give up and they say Aparagadhanami. Yes, that's what the secret. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, okay. Okay, any other question? So, okay, okay, good. So 5 questions you asked, I hope it was covered in this. They are answered. Okay, okay. Thank you. Have a great day. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.